It's time to put on your tinfoil hats, because today we're counting down crazy conspiracy theories proven true. Number 7. Alcohol Prohibition. Back when Prohibition was really popular, the government was trying its best to make people believe that alcohol was Satan juice. So in an effort to dissuade people from the demon hooch, the FBI actually poisoned some bottles of alcohol. Using rubbing alcohol and paint thinner, it would make people really sick and really see the dangers of alcohol and the FBI. Number 6. Gulf of Tonkin. Usually cited as the instigation for the entire Vietnam War, did this incident really happen? Well, kind of. The CIA said that the Vietnamese attacked first, and America was just defending itself, blowing up a whole bunch of people. This news was used to get the American populace all riled up for war. Yay! While there was actual naval battles happening at the time between America and Vietnam, the Gulf of Tonkin incident really didn't happen the way the government said it happened. But it sure did work in getting people angry. We got the taste for that communist blood. Number 5. A fascist overthrow of the US government. In 1933, Franklin Roosevelt had this idea to abandon the gold standard and operate on a pure American currency basis. It worked for Britain, it lowered the cost of products, and boosted citizens' buying power. Although there were many conservatives who didn't like this idea because gold does not devalue like normal currency, so there was a lot of talk of staging a coup d'etat in the American government. But all of the powerful businessmen and veterans who were talking about it never really left square one of planning. It turns out a fascist overthrow of the government is a lot harder than it sounds. Number 4. The CIA invented a fake testimony to invade Kuwait. In 1990, Nayra al-Sabah, a woman who was from Kuwait, testified on the floor of the House of Representatives that she witnessed Iraqi soldiers invade Kuwait and kill a whole bunch of babies. This testimony was the basis for the US to invade Iraq, but it turns out in 1992 it was discovered that she was actually the daughter of the Kuwait ambassador, and her whole story was made up. The CIA paid her to lie and even paid her to take convincing acting lessons. And it worked. Number 3. Operation Mockingbird. Its mission was to influence the national media towards the hatred of communism. Dirty, rotten communists. The CIA funded the plan and used to bribe journalists and news editors. Mockingbird was a success and led directly to the rise of Senator Joseph McCarthy. In fact, it was so successful that it started to influence international media. Mockingbird was also behind the 1954 animated film Animal Farm, which was about communists, if you didn't know. It is believed that Project Mockingbird was responsible for over 50% of international politics over the last half of the 20th century. Number 2. Good old asbestos. Asbestos manufacturers claimed it was perfectly safe because it was being used for over 4,000 years without any problems. It turns out, though, that there were many people who knew the dangers of asbestos and working around asbestos, but they covered it up because it was just so damn cheap to work with. It wasn't until the 1990s when lawsuits started to make people say, oh, wait a minute, we should stop inhaling all of this poison. Number 1. The heart attack gun. Yes, this actually exists, and it was actually paid for by the government. The gun shot a special bullet made of ice that was puffed with a little toxin that would cause any sized human to have a heart attack, and then the bullet would melt, leaving no traces. There are no official documentation uses of this weapon because the CIA really isn't supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. But it would explain a lot of unexplained deaths of random CIA enemies who just happen to have heart attacks out of nowhere. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and a subscribe. It really helps us out. So next time I release a video, you see it first.